by talking about your colours. Now, when you are thinking about your colours, there are 3 types of colours that you need to consider. They are your neutrals, your base, and your accent colours. So we will go through each of these in turn. I have selected 10 items from each of those 3 categories from my wardrobe, and I'm going to talk you through each one, and then I'm going to start putting outfits together using a combination of them all. So for you, your neutral will be the colour that you see the most when you open your wardrobe. It's the colour that you default to when you just think, this I know will go with a lot of things. So they tend to be your whites, creams, pastel colours, those that you know will actually cross over a few different other items, and they will be the things that you know that you can always rely on. And what I will also do is I will actually show on the cutaways somewhere the sample of each of the 10 items that I'm going to be choosing from. My first neutral item is this pink dress here. It's a midi length dress, and it does have a little bit of a cutout, but it's at the back, so I think it's quite safe. Being all just one colour and this pale pink, this is something that I know I will get a lot of wear out of. There we go. This pair of blush shoes that have actually got a sparkle on them as well. A metallic can also be a neutral. This one here is silver, and I just love it because it goes with everything, because it goes with nothing. So if you do actually have anything metallic or shiny in your wardrobe, that would also be classified as a neutral. And if you don't already have one, I highly recommend it. It does wonders for your energy level, and they really are so versatile. So I also have this gorgeous silk skirt, which is pleated. It's knee length, and this is just a wonderful skirt that can go with so many things. And I've still got my sparkly shoes on. They're still there. Any item in a neutral colour has a very calming effect. So you can see this entire outfit, including my shoes, I have actually changed them from my sparkly shoes to then my blush pink Mary Janes. Everything in this outfit is very pastel, diluted, and it gives a really calming and feminine look. The first time I had my colours done, they told me that I was a summer. So that means that I am cool-based and I suit silver jewellery, which is really true. But when it came to the diagnosis of being a summer, it meant that I would have needed to wear these kind of pastel colours a lot of the time. Now, because pale pink is my favourite neutral, I do think that it is the most flattering on me, and I get a lot of it because of that. And also I know that the items that I get can mix and match. So even if I'm buying something in a shop and I just see it and I bring it home, and 9 times out of 10 I'm pleasantly surprised that there are extra items that I never even thought of that this new item would go with. And that's because I do actually know my pink hues. I've been hanging around with pink for a very long time, and I do actually know which particular hue suits me. So anything that is cool-based would be my neutral. I also like cream and white. I like a little bit of lavender as well, but it's quite a narrow range. I certainly don't venture into anything in the warm area. It would always need to be something that would be cool. So you have a think about what's in your wardrobe. What is the colour that you see the most of? The palest colour? And is it the item that you buy the most of? Next, we'll go into base colours. So what is your base colour? This would be the colour that you default to, the one that you purchase in the most hard-wearing items, such as jackets, coats, a really good pair of pants, a really good pair of shoes. that would tend to be your base colour. For most people, it is black, and it used to be my base colour. In fact, I still have a pair of black shoes. So these here are my black leather boots, and they are wonderful. And I still wear them, even though I'm going away from black. And that is because they are just so hard wearing, and they do work, especially when they're on the feet, they're fine. So here I've got a gorgeous pair of Giorgio Armani woolen pants. I bought them in a dark grey, which is really my version of a black, and they have a pinstripe as well, really well tailored. And because they are an investment piece, I bought them in a darker colour, in my base colour, so that then I knew that I would get the wear out of them. I've got this charcoal grey turtleneck jumper, which once again, it was a conscious decision to just step a little bit away from black and to go for the dark grey. So it still does the same job of black, but it's just not quite so harsh against my face. And I do think I suit grey because I am a cool colouring. Grey does actually work for me, but it's just a little bit lighter than black, and it's not quite so harsh. But I've worn this turtleneck a lot. It really is something reliable. And because it is in my base colour, it's something that I do wear a lot of. An LBD, you can't go wrong with that. Yes, I still have a black dress. There are times when you need to have a black dress for a formal occasion or for a funeral, and I have worn this quite a bit, and it really does come in handy. So if I want to lighten it around my face, I could just wear a string of pearls, and I have done that. It still has the same effect, and it's still appropriate, but it just means it's a little bit lighter around my face. And then of course I've still got my trusty ankle boots on. You just need to find the version of the LBD that suits you. So your base colours tend to be the colours that you buy your big ticket items in, such as your handbags. I bought this in a dark grey with a silver metallic strap. Boots. So these boots here, knee-high boots, they're fantastic in a grey. They're a light grey, but they're still a grey. They would be more of a base colour than a neutral. And then I found this really nice skirt, and it's velvet and pleated and a midi length. So it's just fantastic as a wonderful skirt that just covers most of my body. And then I bought that in my base colour. I've got my same turtleneck jumper on. As I'm only limited to 10 items, I've kept the same charcoal grey jumper on. But here I've actually got a burgundy skirt, burgundy boots, with some burgundy stockings, but I thought that didn't count because it's an accessory. And then this gorgeous burgundy scarf. It's unusual to have a scarf in a base colour, but I was given this as a gift and it really does work. So you can see that this burgundy colour here is a base colour. It will actually ground the outfit. It's a little bit richer. It sort of has a winter colour to it, but it's just not as harsh as black. So I've definitely found going away from black and embracing more of the colour, then I basically have two things going on. I still have a colour that's deep enough and rich enough to act as a base, but it's not draining the colour from my face, and it then is enabling me, when I have the colours, to be able to then bounce all the other colours off because I've already got some of the colour in my base colours. Another really good base colour could be navy or forest green. They look wonderful. I have a few of those, but just not that many. And I really just wanted to limit it to 10 items. So you just let me know, what are your base colours? So what's your accent colour? As you can see, one of my accent colours is bright pink, and I've paired it with my Mary Janes, also in a bright pink. The second time that I had my colours done, they diagnosed me as a winter, which means that these would be the colours that I would wear a lot, in addition to wearing silver jewellery. So they definitely got the cool undertone part right, but I just find it really interesting that one time they said, oh no, you suit the really pale pastel colours, and then the second time they said, no, you really suit those vibrant, energetic colours. So to be honest with you, I actually use both. I don't think that I should restrict myself to one or the other. And if I treat my neutrals as neutrals and my accent as accents, I can actually make up an outfit which has got a combination of neutrals and accent colours. This colour here is called Hibiscus. This dress is by one of my favourite designers, Country Road, and I really like the energy in this colour. It's a combination of pink and orange, just beautifully blended together. So I really like this dress, and it is such a statement dress, a little bit like the previous one as well. Both in the colour as well as in the design. You really don't need anything else except for a bright pair of shoes. Once again, more pink, pink on pink on pink. I have actually worn this all together as an outfit. Scarves are a wonderful way of actually incorporating some really bright colours if you're just not used to it and you just want to start really slow. Then a t-shirt or a scarf, a pair of shoes, just one item. If colour is new to you, choose the one that looks the best on you, the richest colour that just gives that little bit of accent, and just start introducing it into your wardrobe. I've been a pink girl for a very long time, so pink has been a staple of my wardrobe, and sometimes when I go into a shop, I just literally scan for pink things, and that's where I start first. But I just love the energy of a saturated bright pink. And I do find that as I'm getting older, I'm just getting more and more bold and more confident with it. When I was younger, and particularly when I was in the workforce, I really didn't want the connotation of what pink would mean, being a young female. So I did tend to avoid it, but now I just go for it. Orange overload. I would have actually changed my shoes if I had have allowed myself one more item, but I've still got on my pink shoes. But you know what? Pink and orange go really well together as well. So I've actually got this orange bag, and it is one of the best purchases I've ever made. I can wear it when I'm doing orange overload, or I can even wear it with a really neutral outfit, and it just provides that pop of colour. So sometimes even those investment pieces, you can actually buy them in an accent colour if you know that it's an accent colour that you will have for the rest of your life. But orange for me has just been a wonderful discovery. It's just so saturated and got so much energy to it. I just love it. Now, when you do have a cohesive colour palette, such as here, I'm back in my neutrals, then you can add an accent colour, and even though it's a little bit brighter, it all goes together. So when I first got this bag, I loved it because of the bag itself. I loved orange, I had enough orange things, I knew that I would be able to integrate it into my wardrobe. What's really surprised me is the other items that I've been able to wear with it, such as this cream number here. And then here I've got my pop of colour, which is just wonderful in the middle of winter. So I find that by having a cohesive colour palette and being really clear on my neutrals, my base colours and my accent colours, it's remarkable how easily they go together. When it comes to most of my colours, I do tend to stick to the sunset colour range. So orange, pink, a little bit of red, and then a little bit of cream and maybe a little bit of lilac. And that's pretty much it. And I just find rather than it restricting me, it actually liberates me, and then I find that each item I can wear with so many more items, and I actually do get my cost per wear out of everything that I buy. So if you could just consider having a cohesive colour palette, it really does help a lot. Rather than trying to get all of the colours of the rainbow, and then you find that there's some little dead spots in your wardrobe where some items are sort of like one use only. You can only wear those two items together, that they don't actually go with other things. Whereas I could pretty certainly say that over 95% of the items in my wardrobe I can wear with other things. So less is more when it comes to colours. I don't wear a lot of patterns. Most of the outfits that I have are solid colours. I really am very sparing with prints. It tends to be polka dots or stripes, maybe the odd floral, but it would be few and far between. And I find that by just having one solid colour, and especially when it's such a beautiful colour like this, it really does make getting dressed so much easier. And especially when you start to tap into things like metallics, bit of bling. So then with this one here, the dress is the main show, and then I've got the sparkle on my feet, but it's then not adding another colour or competing with the colour. So I really do find that since I've really honed in on my narrow range of colours and just going for it in those, having fewer of them, but just really maximising the colours that I do have. And in any one outfit, I've got a maximum of 3 colours. It really does make getting dressed so much easier. And I find too that I'm just a lot more relaxed and calmer when I am dressed. Plus, I also notice that it's almost like it's my signature. People know me now for having a certain range of colours. Having fewer colours in the outfits really streamlines the look as well. Like I just find with this, it's just one dress, one colour. It's so easy. And then the features of the dress, such as the lovely back, that is actually more of a focus. So saying yes to your colours helps you to actually say no to your non-colours. When there are colours that are in fashion that just do not resonate with me, and I just know it's okay, I can just let it go because they're not my colours. Then I just dig deep into my own wardrobe and just see that trend through. Then, when there are colours in fashion that suit me, then I know that I can then look into them and I can strategically buy the right items that work for me. But it really has just been so liberating, just being so clear on what colours suit me. It's helped me to get the most out of my wardrobe, and it's also helped me to just know my own style as well. So everything that I see that's around, I can actually pass it through my filter. And I really just don't buy things anymore that fundamentally don't suit me. And I really have knowledge of my colours to thank for that. So, if you like my content and you want to see more, please like and subscribe. And I know that I am just one person with one type of colouring, so please let me know what you've discovered about colour. I really would like to know, because it is just such a journey that we go on. And I hope that you will join me next week, and we're going to be looking at colour combinations. And I really hope that you will join me then. I can assure you it's going to be classic, elegant and fun. My special announcement. Starting from next Monday, I'm actually going to be releasing another video series that will run parallel to any other series that I'm running. And that one is called Editorial Expressions. So what that is I'm going to take an editorial photograph of something that is over the top, in a magazine, and then I'm going to get inspired by it, shop my closet, and then interpret the look. So it's just a really short video. There's not going to be a lot of talking. It's mostly just going to be getting an inspiration from an editorial image and then seeing how I interpret it. So I hope you will join me for that.